The search continues for 3 men missing from a weekend fishing trip off the coast of Florida. One survivor was found alive. CBS News correspondent Kelly Cobiella is in Clearwater, Florida, with the latest. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Harry. 3 of those 4 friends who left for a deep-sea fishing trip Saturday morning out of these docks still haven't been found, despite a search throughout one of the coldest nights this season in the Tampa area. The one person who has been found, Nick Schuyler, says all 4 managed to stay together for a time after the boat capsized Saturday night.
The Coast Guard is focusing on a small area 35 miles from Florida's west coast, close to where they found the boat on Monday, looking for any sign of William Bleakley and NFL players Corey Smith and Marquise Cooper. Finding fellow passenger Nick Schuyler alive Monday gave their families new hope. Rescuers pulled Schuyler to safety after 2 harrowing nights in the open water, at one point fighting 14-foot seas. Schuyler says the 21-foot boat was anchored Saturday evening when a wave capsized it. He alone was able to hang on.
I passed out.
His family is relieved but somber.
My heart's still out. We still have 3 men missing, and we're not going to talk too much until we find these guys.
Water temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico range in the low to mid-60s. Typically, hypothermia will set in the first couple of days, but because these men are so strong and fit, they may be able to fight it off longer. Harry?
Kelly Cobiella in Florida this morning. Thanks so much. Joining us from St. Petersburg, Florida, Captain Timothy Close of the U.S. Coast Guard. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Can you give us the status of this ongoing search operation?
Yes, sir. We continued to search all night long. We had several Coast Guard cutters out searching. Joining them at first lights will be a Coast Guard C-130 fixed-wing aircraft, as well as a Coast Guard helicopter, both out of Air Station Clearwater. Right. 3 Coast Guard cutters are going to continue to search as well.
What have you been able to learn anything from Nick Schuyler, the guy who was rescued? He had a life jacket on. He was clinging to this boat. Was he able to tell you anything about whether the others had life jackets on or had any sort of life-saving devices?
Yes, sir. We were able to get some information out of Mr. Schuyler. He obviously was very physically exhausted, cold, dehydrated as well. We asked him a couple basic questions when he got on the Coast Guard cutter Tornado initially, and then I sent 2 people to the hospital to do a little more detailed interview with him. As I said, he was very physically exhausted. We were able to get some information out of him in terms of where the boat actually was initially. We learned that the boat initially had been anchored and that the boat had capsized while they were trying to raise the anchor. Mm-hmm. Some of that information gave us a little better time frame and a little better positional information that allowed us to refine the search. The key aspect in shrinking the search size, though, was actually the location where the boat was found. Right. That enabled us to take a very large search area and reduce it to something significantly smaller.
And was he able to tell you whether or not these guys had life jackets on?
We know that at one point all 4 of them did have life jackets on. Yes, sir.
What is the likelihood, and this is the tough question of the morning, of being able to survive 3 nights out there in this cool water?
Yes, sir. I don't want to speculate on that. What I can tell you, we still have a search ongoing, and we've been searching continuously since we got the initial report very early Sunday morning.
All right, Captain Close, thanks so much for your time this morning, and good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Now here's Maggie.